3, 2, 1, go. The full form of NITI Aayog is National Institution for Transforming India. It is a public policy think tank of the Government of India. It was established with the aim to achieve sustainable development goals with cooperative federalism by fostering the involvement of state governments of India in the economic policy making process using a bottom up approach. Its initiatives include AMRUT, Digital India Atal Innovation Mission, reforms in medical education, agriculture reforms, Agricultural Produce Marketing Committee Act, Agricultural Marketing and Farmer Friendly Reforms Index for ranking states, proper management of education and water, subgroup of Chief Ministers on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, subgroup of Chief Ministers on Skill India, lecture series, etc. In 2025, it was established by the NDA government replace 65 years old Planning Commission of India. The NITI Aayog comprises all the state chief ministers along with the chief ministers of Delhi and Puducherry, lieutenant governors of all union territories and a vice chairman nominated by the Prime Minister. In addition, temporary members are selected from leading universities and research institutions. These members include a chief executive officer, 4 ex officio members, and 2 part-time members. The Commission carefully plans and structures new policies and then it executes them. The NITI Aayog is a replacement of the 65 years old Planning Commission that supervised the 5-year plans of the country. It makes essential policies for the citizens of India. It also provides the government with the strategies that need to be implemented. The organization also looks into both the domestic as well as the international issues that are of importance. The Prime Minister of India presides over the role of chairperson of NITI Aayog. It provides technical and strategic advice on the critical policy matters that pertain and encompasses economic issues that are of international and national importance. It devises and makes the plans for different fields including health, agriculture, financial resources, industry, science and technology, etc. Looks forward to promote healthy competition among the developing states. The Aayog launched various educational programs which resulted into effective manner. NITI Aayog invited experts from various parts of the world to discuss and implement policies through the various programs. One of the aims of NITI Aayog is to develop mechanisms to formulate credible plans at the village level. One district, one product policy is a recent agenda of the NITI Aayog Governing Council. It intends to boost export at the district level. The Commission has decided to plan a study on the selected judgments and verdicts of Supreme Court and National Green Tribunal on the economy of India. It is also planning for the benefit of migrant workers and the same is underway. It has framed a model act on conclusive land titles that it hopes will be adopted and implemented by states. The aim is to facilitate easy access of credit to farmers and reduce a large number of land-related litigations and enabling transparent real estate transactions along with land acquisition for infrastructure developments. Recently, the NITI Aayog Vice Chairman had mentioned that the government will introduce the Production Linked Incentive PLI scheme is to provide incentives to the investors in this country. Stop. 3, 2, 1, go. Telecommunication is a growing sector and will turn out to be the lifeline of our economy. The existence of an efficient telecommunication network is a prerequisite for accelerated economic growth. In order to give a boost to the efforts being made by the Department of Telecommunications, I propose that the duty on parts and sub-assemblies of telecommunication equipment be reduced from 35% to 30% and on finished equipment from 50% to 40% in order to avoid the temptation to smuggle cellular phones, pagers, and trunking handsets. I propose to reduce the customs duty on them to 30%. Upgradation of medical standards in the country is extremely important. I therefore propose to reduce the rate of duty on specified equipment not generally made in India and their parts from 15% to 10% and on other medical equipment from 40% to 30%. Edible oils now carry a rate of duty of 30%. This is an important item of daily food for the masses, and we have a chronic shortage of edible oils in the country. I propose to reduce the import duty on edible oils from 30% to 20%. Mr. Speaker, Sir, earlier in my speech, I dwelt on the dire need to step up investment in infrastructure. I had also detailed the sectors to which I propose to make large allocations. I have to raise resources to meet these requirements. I intend to ask importers to share the burden of building the infrastructure in this country because ultimately it will help raise production and enhance competitiveness. I therefore propose a levy of 2% as special customs duty on all imports except those that carry nil rate of duty on are imported at nil rate of customs duty for export production under the various duty free licenses. This levy will not apply to gold and silver imported by eligible passengers or under special import licenses. This is likely to yield about rupees 1600 crore in the current year. Importers will be happy to know that the Reserve Bank of India is announcing today the withdrawal of the interest rate surcharge of 25% on import finance imposed in February 1996. I now come to my proposals regarding central excise. A large number of countries in the world today have a value added tax system which has been recognized to be the most efficient form of commodity taxation. I am glad to note that some state governments are moving towards the value added tax system. The last few years of reforms have taken us closer to having a central VAT, but there are still certain legal obstacles. Our central excise structure still has 11 ad valorem rates. The rates range from 0 to 50%. Ideally, there should be only 4 rates of excise duties: 0, a lower rate of excise duty on goods of mass consumption, a single normal rate on all other goods, and a higher rate on luxury items. Stop.